The body can struggle to function on less than 6 hours of sleep sometimes, but have you ever wondered what happens when a person has less than 4 hours of sleep? We carried out a test to determine what happens when a person has less than 4 hours of sleep for 7 days straight. We set up an experiment to see what actually happens when sleep is restricted to 4 hours per night. No naps, no caffeine overload, just controlled sleep deprivation for a full week. For a month prior to the experiment, we made sure candidates were getting an average sleep time of around 7 to 8 hours per night, which is what most research considers optimal for cognitive performance, memory, and recovery. Cutting that in half would push the body into a deficit almost immediately. On day 1, everything seems normal and activities feels manageable. Energy levels are slightly lower, but overall function remains stable. This is because the body hasn't yet registered the full impact of sleep loss. In the short term, adrenaline and alertness compensated for any deficit, but by the evening fatigue begins to build. By the second day, the effects were starting to become noticeable. Focus starts to drop. Reaction time slows. Simple tasks were beginning to require more effort. Several studies have shown in the past that after just one night of restricted sleep, cognitive performance can drop by up to 20%, and that decline can compound over time. Day 3 is where the shift becomes clear. The body is now operating in a sleep deficit mood. Attention becomes inconsistent. Memory starts to weaken, and motivation drops significantly. This stage is often compared to mild intoxication. In fact, being awake for long periods can impair performance similarly to alcohol. But unlike alcohol, the effects feel harder to recognize. By day 4, we noticed constant fatigue with candidates. Concentration became difficult to maintain. The mood of several candidates became unstable. Small problems started to feel larger than they should. At this stage, we noticed that the brain starts prioritizing survival over performance. Energy is conserved, and non-essential functions begin to slow down. Reaction time, decision-making, and emotional control all begin to decline. By the 5th day, we observed that the body attempts to adapt, but this adaptation is limited. Sleep debt continues to accumulate, and performance does not return to normal. Microlapses in attention begin to appear. Brief moments where focus simply disappears, even if unnoticed, they can have significant impact. By the final days, the effects stabilize, but at a reduced level of performance. The body becomes used to functioning under fatigue, but not efficiently. Focus remains inconsistent, energy remains low, and overall cognitive ability is still impaired. The brain does not fully adapt to severe sleep restriction. After 7 days, the results are clear. It became obvious that reduced sleep leads to lower focus, slower reaction times, and decreased mental clarity. While short-term adaptation is possible, true recovery requires restoring proper sleep. The experiment shows that cutting sleep may seem manageable at first, but the long-term effects are difficult to ignore. Sleep doesn't just restore energy, it restores the brain itself. If you like this video, please like and subscribe for more videos like this.